Good morning, friends. I hope you're doing really well. And I know I'm a little bit different environment today, and that's on purpose, just to change it up a bit. I hope you're having a really good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. What we're going to talk about in this video is emotional eating. There's lots of different aspects to emotional eating, why it happens, how come it feels hard to slow down and kind of understand what's happening, what it feels like when we don't. There's so much to talk about in this video, so please forgive me if I mention too much, but please take some time to get something to write with if you need to. It's definitely going to be an instructional video for sure. So emotional eating. As part of the human experience, people emotionally eat. That is actually not a problem. The main problem comes to when it feels very, very repetitively and habitually distressing for you, and it feels like you don't have a say in what and how you're eating. That's really what we get upset about, right? I don't think anybody's upset about, oh, the cookies are really warm and it would taste really good, and that's a problem. Or that we eat certain special dishes at certain times of the year. Or that sometimes our Friday night entertainment is a pizza. You know, I don't think most people think that's like the worst thing ever. And most of us do it. I mean, I do these things weekly. It's just not from a place of needing to push down emotions that feel like are a problem, basically. And when you think about emotional eating in that terms, a lot of times when we're eating emotionally, and it's not for these pretty normal human reasons, like something's really good, it's really fresh, and we're also able to eat it in a way that we don't check out with it fully. I mean, maybe we're eating it because, oh, this is really fun to get pizza and watch movies with your family. That's, it may not be that everybody's body exactly wants that, but pizza tastes good and it's enjoyable for most people, so we do it. But there's not a level of like, this is, in that moment, it's not all there is for us, if that makes sense. That we can feel in our life that we also have other places and other people and other things to orient to help us to feel here, grounded, safe, whatever. But what I find in all my clients who emotionally eat is that there is a level of restrictive thinking and restrictive ways in which we will deal with our emotions. That's just kind of the bottom line. If you feel like that you have to eat in a certain way to earn love or security or worthiness, then that's going to trigger at some point some kind of emotional eating. If you feel like your weight's not okay and you want to earn people's approval through what your body looks like, eventually you will emotionally eat, whether it's that day or down the road. And remember that emotional eating isn't just about eating past fullness or kind of grazing throughout the day and not being aware of what you're eating, how much you're eating, but it's also emotional undereating. That's still emotional because it's not really based on body signals and feedback. It's based on basically how you feel. And it's probably not congruent with like how your body works, what would happen if you ate what you wanted, all the things. So it's really important to recognize that all emotional eating has a root in restriction. It's not always that we're eating restrictively. It's that there's a restrictive way in which we deal with how we feel. All right, so part of these videos this week are going to be about, I'm going to do multiple videos this week. This topic deserves multiple. We're going to talk a whole lot about the ways in which we struggle with feeling, like identifying, naming, and being really explicit about what the need is, and then being willing to experiment, being willing to get support, and just being willing to give yourself another opportunity for another resource, to yield, to get clarity, to reach for and to take in what you actually need if it's not a food item or a certain amount of food, or even be able to take in enough as well. It goes both ways. So we're going to talk about that in our next video. Just so you know, we're going to talk about how to yield and how to get discernment and all that. But for today, just want everybody to recognize it's difficult in application, but simple in theory. Emotional undereating or overeating really is about a restrictive way of trying to meet emotional needs. It's like feeling like food is the one-stop shop, and that happens out of over time, that worked one time when we get that overcoupled, eating, whether it's a thought or a feeling or a sensation that we have, and we reach for the food. That's okay. That's what we're here to learn this week, about how to get more individuated from, like, in our adult selves, to be able to witness what's happening inside, so we have a choice. That's all this is for. Not to end emotional eating. That's not really the enemy here. It is, I don't know what this is I feel inside, and it feels like a threat. That's really the issue that we're here to work on. So I hope you all have a really great rest of your day watching this. Please put in the comments below if you relate to this, if this feels like, oh, I'm making this about like the food choices and the aftermath of it and my weight, but really this is about, like, I need to expand my capacity to feel so that I can have choices. So if you relate to that and that's what you feel like is missing, please put in the comments below. Share this with your friends that like, yeah, we're making this about, like, having more willpower, when really it's about I need to build more safety and discernment. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.